Somebody is thinking about should they come back or what they should do. I started recording this, and so if this finds you, don't make it fit, but I am seeing definitely that someone's been really debating internally between a yes and no battle here. They are really wondering, should I move forward with this person? What should I do? There's a major decision that they need to make, and it seems to me like they really want to come forward. They really want to start this new cycle with you that is like full of love. I don't think there was a lot of love there before, though. I feel like, the way that things ended really kept you up at night, and, it kept you really going back and forth about the situation, trying to figure out what you should do, if you should reach out, are they going to reach out? And it seems to me now, like through this process of separation, they are really wanting to move forward, especially with this 6 of Wands energy, 3 of Wands. They're like, okay, we've been thinking about this. We've been overthinking it. We've been apart. It's time to move forward. Let's get more on this connection. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Oof. Okay. Yeah. It seems to me like this was a necessary separation. There needed to be some major transformation because there was a lot of things that were holding this person back from coming towards you, from making the relationship work, from the cycle being, all about joy and love and fulfillment. There was a lack of that. There was definitely a lack of that. And this separation, I feel like you intuitively know that this was necessary and that things needed to change. And so I feel like right now, this period of separation is deeply important to heal, especially with the 4 swords. There's a major transformation that is necessary here because there's a lot of things that have been holding this person back. And again, this is always a two-way street, you guys. I always say this in my readings. We attract exactly what it is that we need in order to evolve and grow. And so I feel like this person right now, as much as they have to do their own healing, they really have to assess what it is that has been holding them back. But you have to think about that. And you have to think about where they were lacking, what was that actually activating inside of you, right? Because if we are attracting these types of avoidant dynamics, like we've been getting a lot of readings about, and they trigger you and they make you feel deeply insecure and you are up at night overthinking everything and you're completely tuned out, this is also a major sign for you that you have a lot of healing to do. And this is serving to you as an opportunity for you to really pour into yourself and use this alone time as well for you to see what you need to transform and how you can strengthen yourself so that you get out of that emotional anxiety and that overthinking and that self-doubt. Let's see what fell on the floor here. Yeah, it's like right now you need to use this opportunity to really dive into your own self and see what were the things that were holding you back, or what were the things that were actually keeping you stuck in this dynamic. Sometimes we don't realize that we are in these unhealthy patterns of emotional addiction with somebody, and we're often really hyper-focused on how this person should be treating us, and we're not noticing in what ways we're lacking to do that deeper inner work, or we're lacking to show up for ourselves. I do feel like this person is really trying to figure out what's the best way to move forward with you. It seems to me like they've been doing some deeper inner work, but yeah, it seems to me like this person was definitely a harsher communicator. They need to work on that. They need to work on their lack of vulnerability. They need to work on what holds them back, what they were constantly trying to cut corners around in the relationship. Sometimes it's like when the going gets tough in a relationship, the person just wants to avoid those deeper conversations. They want to avoid intimacy. King of Swords is somebody who's very logical. They're very controlled in their approach. They could be very cold. They could be very closed off, and so this person really needs to work on this in order for them to really come back and be a good match to you, because it seems to me like that's what's been causing a lot of fighting between both of you. And right now there is a separation, but this needs to be an opportunity again for both of you to really transform and do some healing and pour into yourself. This combination here with that Seven of Pentacles is giving, like, we have to be consistent with the love that we pour into ourselves and the work that we do if we want to expand to new horizons, to a Wands, you know. But there's definitely things that we're holding on to that are not serving us here with that Four of Cups energy. And in order to move forward, oof, this was a necessary breakdown. There's some unhealthy attachments here. This person really came in hot. They came in hot, and now there is this energy of like major breakdown. There's separation, you know, they feel it. It feels like you really needed to walk away from this dynamic because it was really hurting you. And you still have so much hope that they will come back. You have a lot of hope in the relationship. You really do see them as this, the end all be all, or is that it? The be all end all? You know what I mean? You see them as this like 10 of Cups energy. But the truth is right now, there's things that are keeping you in illusion. There's things that are keeping you from really understanding what they're capable of giving to you, it seems to me, with that Devil card, with that Knight of Wands card. And this is like a breakthrough period for you. It's like, I'm also speaking to a collective that maybe now you're realizing, okay, hold on, I really have to redefine what love looks and feels like for me, so that I can really start seeing this from this like this new perception, so I can start seeing myself, Queen of Cups, from a new perception, so that I can actually receive what I deserve, you know? And so are they going to change? Are they going to do the work? This is something that we can uncover in a personalized reading. Again, if you're feeling called to this reading and you feel like you are in this like push and pull dynamic with somebody who is having a hard time communicating or showing their true feelings, this could be a unhealthy trauma bond. Usually when the Devil card comes up, this is not the healthiest card. This definitely shows unhealthy attachments on both sides. And if you need support breaking free from these cycles, this is what I do. Okay, you could book either a session or you could book an NLP therapy session, I think, which would be more helpful, especially if you're aligning with this. There's the Relationship Reset Workshop, which is going to help you a great amount if your healing journey right now, and really focus on yourself, because this card's coming out with saying we need some boundaries here. We really need some boundaries if we want to move towards this new beginning with this person. They really have to do their work, because again, what they were showing to you, how they were showing up, I feel like you're the one that needs to make a decision. You're the one that needs to make a decision about how you're fully seeing this. And this energy is giving, like, you really have to see it for what it is. And for now, you have to give them that space. And it feels like a really tough breakdown. But, you know, I think it's really time for you to redefine how you see him versus, or them, versus how they were showing up. King of Swords energy. You know, it's like you were putting them maybe on a pedestal, refusing to really see how they were really showing up. It's like you were caught up in this idea of the relationship more than what the relationship was actually presenting to you, if that makes sense. And there's an opportunity for you to really break that cycle. There's an opportunity for both of you to really heal and do this deeper inner work. But you have to really focus on yourself right now. You have to pour into yourself. And that's how you're going to become so much more magnetic to love, to respect, to receiving that full package that you truly want with them, right? You gotta stand up for yourself and what you believe that you deserve. You can't just keep waiting after them and accept less than and the breadcrumbs and whatever behavior keeps you guys fighting over and over again. Okay? So link in bio if you want to book a reading or a session. This is big, you guys. There's an opportunity here to really transform your relationships or your relationship with this person.